Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Tech This Week. My name is Apala. So, in today's episode, I'm going to share my thoughts on an incident that has dominated news for the entire of last week, and it continues to make news probably for all the wrong reasons. Obviously, I'm talking about the Microsoft-Crowdstrike outage, which many are calling the world's biggest ever IT outage, crippling computer systems across the globe. Very quickly, I'll tell you, although most of you are aware as to what happened, but just to contextualize this conversation, the last Friday, millions of Microsoft Windows computers worldwide became inoperable for several hours. So apparently, the issue stemmed from a software update, to Microsoft Azure from a company called CrowdStrike, which went wrong. So this faulty update led to what is called as a blue screen of death, which affected thousands of PCs, which it installs the update. So this is a technical term. So for those unfamiliar, BSOD, or the blue screen of death as it's called, essentially halts whatever the computer is doing and displays an error report on a blue screen, right? In terms of impact, like I said, this has been unprecedented, right? Be it chaos in airports, stock exchanges, critical infrastructure like hospitals, all of them were affected. So in total, about 8.5 million devices were impacted. Like I said, making it one of the largest IT outages in history, right? In fact, so much so, if we look at from an airport operation standpoint, 3,300 flights were cancelled globally. Airport in Tokyo, Amsterdam, even for that matter, Delhi was affected. In fact, nearer to home, Indigo had to cancel close to 192 flights due to this cascading effect of that. So, and now coming to the moot point, because we're having this episode, not critical what happened, because like I said, the entire world knows it. But more importantly, who is to be blamed, right? The current narrative which is going around is, yes, the update went horribly wrong and CrowdStrike is to be blamed. But I personally believe there are two elements that come to the forefront, when we dissect the whole chain of events. And I think I'll put a bracket into accountability of actions and over-dependency of tech providers. I'll take it one by one. The reason why I say accountability here is because the whole fiasco can easily snowball into a blame game when both start pointing fingers at each other, right? So CrowdStrike on its end may say, while they definitely released the update, the deeper system level issues or interactions with Microsoft software were not fully within their control. But on the other hand, Microsoft could argue that as a cybersecurity firm, CrowdStrike should ensure their updates are robust and thoroughly tested, especially given the potential for wide-reaching impacts. We believe, I think, somewhere there should be a shared responsibility as far as testing goes. As the update originated from CrowdStrike, yes, they hold the primary responsibility for testing the update to ensure that it does not cause issues. Similarly, as the OS provider, Microsoft also had a responsibility to ensure that any third-party updates like this one, especially those which are from critical partners like CrowdStrike, do not negatively impact the system. While CrowdStrike should have caught the issue during the testing, Microsoft additional validation could have potentially identified the problem before the update was fully deployed. So what I'm trying to say is, when an update goes live, right, in its testing phase, if it was caught, probably would have not led to the impact that it has, right? Like I said, although Microsoft CrowdStrike might have SLAs addressing these responsibilities, if you actually come to think of it, the end customers who use Microsoft products would have found themselves without direct recourse when such outages occur, right? So come to think of it, yes, probably Microsoft had an SLA, an agreement with CrowdStrike and vis-a-vis other service providers, and they probably be covered. But what about the end customer? What about organizations which were affected, which had a direct impact on revenue? Who covers their losses? I mean, at the end of the day, is the end customer not at the peril? And the second point, like I said, speaking about open dependency, as you all know, Microsoft is the dominant player as far as the OS space goes. In fact, nearly close to 3 out of 4 devices, or 75% market share in the OS space. So this outage underscores how the global IT infrastructure's reliance on a few key tech giants creates a single point of failure. Relying on a limited number of tech providers without adequate backup strategies can lead to several disruptions when faced with such issues, right? We've never, witnessed a disruption of this scale, is what I've told in the past. So maybe today we have an issue with Microsoft. Tomorrow, it may be Google, it may be Amazon. Who knows, right? The question that we really need to ask is: are we prepared to face disruptions of this scale? Without tight regulations, the impact of these incidents is maximum, not just on businesses, but at some points also on individuals. But at the end of the day, like I said, large tech giants like MS and their likes probably have the wherewithal to manage a contained situation. But what the truly affected party is the end customer, right? So it is the individual businesses who have to bear the final brunt, be it losses due to grounding of planes or unavailability of citizen services. It is the end customer who bears the brunt. Lot to ponder on. Think on this more on my next episode. Bye for now.